let's talk about a guy who did play well. Keep this show moving right along. A guy who did play well was Bobby Portis. And again, he was on an absolute heater. 5 for 5 from three. Looked like he couldn't miss. And but here's the thing about Bobby Portis. We talked about this. We talked about this a lot last year. What Bobby Portis are we going to get? We know he's not going to shoot 8 for 9 every night in 15 minutes, 5 for 5 from three. We know that's not what he is. But are we going to get more from a consistency basis this year? Remember, he had lethal shooter, and like his shot fell off a little bit. And lethal shooter too much. You can shoot through 3-foot spikes if you want. That's not an NBA game. I understand it looked cool on YouTube, but you got to shoot in the NBA game. I totally get it. But Bobby Portis, what type of player are we getting? Are we getting a guy who's going to take the correct shots, shoot the threes, hit the open looks that he's going to take, try a little bit on defense? Remember, there's a game in Indiana last year you probably win if you get a rebound. Bobby Portis, in the playoffs, Bobby Portis was nowhere to be found rebounds. Are we going to get that guy this year? We can get the guy that is going to give effort, talking about guys to give effort, or are we going to get the guy who, it's got to be an ISO every time down the floor, even if he's missing, and you look up, he's taking, 15 shots, and Giannis is only taking 7, and we like, hold on, there's no balance here. What's happening? That's a question about Bobby Portis. But again, when it looks good, it looks good. When he's hitting shots, Bobby Portis is like one of the greatest players. When he looks like he should win 6th Man of the Year, and that's what it looked like tonight. Hopefully we see more of that. I think there are a lot of people who think that like we just hate on, or at least me, that I hate on Bobby Portis. I'm not. I hate bad basketball. And when Bobby Portis plays bad, again, what we say, JT, I don't work for the Bucks. They don't pay me not one dime. So if people aren't playing well, we're gonna call it out. Tonight was a good Bobby Portis night, and we'll see what that continues to look like. Again, I'd love not to be here and not be calling for him to be traded during the deadline. I would love for that. But who knows? We'll see how he plays. We'll see how this team looks.
And I think Justin may say something different, but I think the thing about Bobby Portis is we've seen him be remarkable in the regular season in spots. We've seen this is nothing new. Nobody should be surprised when we see Bobby play this way because we've seen it before. I think the issue that we've had before was the fact that Bobby Portis in a 7-game playoff series, right, from a defensive perspective, if them shots ain't hitting on offense, it ain't really worth much on defense, and so you basically become unplayable, or he becomes maybe one-dimensional, playing them in spots here. And so a spark plug that this team typically has, they do not have. All of a sudden he eliminates. He's kind of he's a guy that you can't play at that time. And that's one of the biggest issues with Bobby Portis. So one thing I'd like to see Bobby Portis, the defense. Everybody's skeptical, right? Can Bobby defend? Can he move those feet? Can he get out there? Can he do that? You see it in spots. We thought it was better under Doc. Okay, what's it like now after a full offseason under Doc? Right? What does Bobby Portis look like? I think that's a reasonable question. But having said that, though, Bobby Portis looked great tonight. And Bobby Portis looked great tonight, getting the Bobby going during preseason. I can't knock that.
So y'all brothers a lot smarter than me. Both y'all boys got Esquire on the back of y'all names. So hey, real quick before I ask y'all this question, though, can I take one personal privilege and shout my son, light-skinned Justin, JR, in the chat tuning in tonight, man. Feel like an old head. But he locked in Bucks fan out there at Troy University in Alabama.
Hey.
Just good young man. But so y'all brothers, what do you call the position underneath the mayor? What's the next highest after the mayor?
Is it like alderman or something? Or like is that probably your city council structure or whatever.
I don't know.
Whatever that position is, that is Trey Crosby. So I cannot have you talking about this blasphemy about the mayor of Milwaukee. Like, Bobby can do no wrong to me. I'm a homer. Hey, he gonna move his feet or he not. I need you to give me 10 and 10. That's all I need from you, Bobby. I think he is the 6th Man of the Year. He's the best player outside of that starting 5 for the Bucks. And I'm gonna say that he has a veteran now, Doc Rivers, who was at one time Bobby Portis, coming off that bench at the end of his career, right? So if anybody can kind of hone this guy in, and he's done it with lots of guys, and the Clippers and the Celtics and that other god-awful city that we're not going to mention them because they got eliminated from the playoffs just like we did in baseball. But he gets guys to play. And I think Bobby's going to have a resurgent year. And I'm going to go ahead and put my stamp on it and call Bobby Portis 6th Man of the Year, and definitely the guy of Milwaukee in the Mayor MC.
This is why I like this. This is why we're gonna have a lot of fun this year on this show. People for just like this. Justin is going to give you the homer takes, and I'm with it. So we're gonna have a lot of fruitful discussions. I feel like as the season goes on about some of this, and then shout out light skinned Justin too. Your son. So I appreciate him joining us and listening to us. But yeah, we're gonna have a lot of discussions about that. And again, when it looks good, it looks good. When it don't, it don't. And you're gonna. Hey, I'll say this. Here's the only thing I'll let you go, JT. You call your shot on Bobby Portis 6 Man of the Year. Let's hope it don't go the way you called your shot on Wisconsin beating Alabama.